Hello, TCH friends. It's Stephanie. A little bit of background about my clinical placement. I am at Northwest Elementary up in LaSalle, Peru. I am in a first grade ESL classroom with Miss Sangston. And Miss Sangston graduated from ISU about 2 years ago, so she is a fairly new teacher. A little bit about her classroom management style. I'd say she is authoritative, but she's also a little permissive. The students feel very comfortable. They treat her as an authoritative figure, but at times I feel that the students are in control. Say, for example, she tells a student to do something, and the student doesn't do it, she'll kind of just let it go. And she also has a behavior clip chart. But she doesn't enforce it because she doesn't believe in showing all of the children a certain student's behavior. She'd rather have that one-on-one time to talk with the student and figure out the root of the issue. And then the school also has rookie or Rocky cards, and she doesn't really believe in them because she'd rather have the students feel good on the inside than work toward getting a prize. Her students last year would always ask for these cards, but her students this year, they are really great kids, and she just hands them out when they're doing something extraordinary. And in regards to read-alouds, I am lucky enough to experience this every time I go into my clinical. And how this works is Miss Sangston sits up in the front of the room, and the kids are out in front of her on the carpet, and she will present the book. But before they start the book, they have what's called a dog digger. It's a little like Scooby-Doo, and he kind of tells the students to, look for key detail while you're reading the story so you can understand what is happening. And then as she's reading, she connects the story to what the students have talked about either in school or something that's happening in the community. For example, today we read a book about Jackie Robinson and all the segregation that happened, and she related it to things that happened with Martin Luther King. And then also as she's reading, if she runs into a word that's maybe a little higher than what they might know, she will go over the word and make sure that the students understand what was said. And as she's reading, the students are always, oh, I've seen that before, and making those connections as they're reading. And then after she's done reading, she will tell the students to turn to a partner and either share what they learned or share what they thought was interesting, whatever Miss Sangston has them do for the day. And then she also writes down how many books they've read. She writes it on the whiteboard. Right now they're at 194 books. So every time they finish a book, she will mark it on the whiteboard. And in our Teach 273 course, our literacy course, we talk about adding excitement and energy to a story, and Miss Sangston does this wonderfully. Every time we read a book, she adds much more enthusiasm and energy, and it has persuaded me to like a certain book just based off of how she read it. The book that she persuaded me to like was Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus, because you could feel her energy coming off. And then her classroom library, how it's set up is there are open bins, and every bin it's either categorized by series or topic, and every book will have a little sticker on the side, and then the book will be placed in that correct bin. The sticker will match the bin picture. And then she also has a reading corner, which has a bunch of comfortable pillows, comfortable toys, and blankets. And I like reading in the center too. I will often take kids over to that center to read with me. Well, thank you for listening, and have a great day.